This is Lee from the Law School Toolbox and the Bar Exam Toolbox. Welcome, future legal eagles, to the wild and wacky world of bar exam logistics. Buckle up because this roller coaster makes the LSAT look like a kiddie ride. Here are some tips for you. Tip number 1, know your jurisdiction, also known as the legal Hunger Games. Different states have different bar exams. Some use the UBE, some are switching to Next Gen, and California, well, California's just doing its own thing as usual. We see you, Golden State, living your best life. Check out our episode on the cluster that is the California bar exam, linked to in the show notes. Most tests are 2-day affairs, combining writing and multiple choice. Pro tip, focus on your jurisdiction. As you have likely already noticed, the logistics of sitting for and passing the bar exam vary between different U.S. jurisdictions. So as you prepare to sit for the exam, make sure you are focusing on the specific requirements of your particular jurisdiction. Tip number 2, choosing your battleground. Deciding where to take the bar exam is like picking a wedding venue. It's all about location, location, location. If you're dead set on California, congrats. You have no choice. It's the Hotel California of bar exams. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. For the rest of you lucky ducks, some states like to play nice with others, such as New York, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania, which will let you sit with them if you've passed the UBE. Imagine you're planning to work at a law firm in Pennsylvania that takes cases in New York and Connecticut. You might be able to use one UBE score for all 3 states. It's like hitting the legal trifecta or finding a parking spot in front of the courthouse. Pro tip, if you have options, consider factors like pass rates and testing locations when making your decisions. Tip number 3, start your research without falling down a Reddit rabbit hole. Begin your journey at ncbex.org. It's like the Google Maps of bar exam info. It'll get you where you need to go, even if you take a few wrong turns along the way. From the homepage, click on the Jurisdictions tab. You'll find a table listing all U.S. jurisdictions, showing which components of the UBE each one uses. It's like a menu for the world's least appetizing buffet. The table also tells you if you need to pass the MPRE, spoiler alert, you probably do, and whether the state does its own character and fitness investigation or outsources it to the NCBE, because nothing says welcome to the legal profession like a thorough background check. Pro tip, don't rely solely on your cousin's roommate's dog walker who totally passed the bar on the first try. Double check everything on your state's official website and even pick up the phone and call to ask questions if necessary. It's like citing Wikipedia, convenient, but not always reliable. Tip number 4, deadlines, and more deadlines. There are more deadlines for the bar exam than there are Law and Order spinoffs. Missing one is like showing up to court in your pajamas, embarrassing and potentially career-ending. You've got deadlines for registering for the exam, taking the MPRE, completing character and fitness, paying fees because becoming a lawyer hasn't been expensive enough already, withdrawing or deferring in case you decide to run away and join the circus instead, applying for accommodations, downloading exam software. Yes, even the exam software has a deadline. Transferring scores. Miss a deadline, and you might be waiting another 6 months to take the exam. That's half a year you could have spent binge watching legal dramas or making actual money as a lawyer. So don't miss a deadline. Pro tip, set reminders for every deadline. Then set reminders for your reminders. Tip number 5, the MPRE and character and fitness, also known as the Are You Really Sure You Want to Be a Lawyer test? The MPRE is a 60-question multiple choice exam on legal ethics. It's like a game of Would You Rather, but with more malpractice scenarios and fewer fun party vibes. Offered 3 times a year, the MPRE is your chance to prove you know right from wrong, at least in a legal context. Knowing whether pineapple belongs on pizza is a different ethical dilemma altogether. For example, in 2024, the MPRE was offered on March 26th and 27th, August 13th and 14th, and November 7th and 8th. Remember to sign up early and apply for accommodations early. If you apply early, you will have more options regarding testing center locations and time. Also, you likely want to get this test done and passed before the full bar exam. Character and fitness is the legal profession's way of asking, so what's your damage? Prepare to spill your guts about everything from your childhood pet's name to that time you got a parking ticket in 2015. You'll be asked about debts. Hope you've been paying those student loans, lawsuits. Ironic, isn't it? Traffic violations. That speed trap on your way to law school might come back to haunt you. And make sure you disclose everything. Getting caught not telling the truth is really one of the worst things that can happen. Pro tip, don't underestimate either of these. Treat the MPRE like a real exam, not a BuzzFeed quiz titled Which Supreme Court Justice Are You? And start your character and fitness application early. It's longer than a CVS receipt and about as fun to read, but you want to just allocate the time necessary and get it done. All right, let's wrap it up with your bar exam survival kit. Let's review our tips, shall we? Don't worry, this won't be on the test. Well, I mean, it kind of will be. Anyway, tip number 1, focus on your jurisdiction. One size does not fit all in the legal world. 2, choose your battleground wisely. Consider all options, especially if you're eyeing multiple states, and look for reciprocity rules. Number 3, start with NCBE for research, but verify everything on your state's official site. Trust but verify. It's not just for international treaties anymore. Tip number 4, deadlines are your new best friends. Treat them better than you treat the free food at networking events. Tip number 5, take the MPRE and character and fitness seriously. They're like the opening acts before the main event. Boring, but necessary. Remember, future counselors, the bar exam is just a test, a really long, really stressful, potentially career-defining test. But hey, no pressure. If you need help, reach out to us at barexamtoolbox.com, and we're happy to support you on your bar exam journey. Now go forth, get your logistics in order, and conquer that bar exam. May the odds ever be in your favor and your coffee be stronger than your self-doubt. And remember, even if you fail, you can always fall back on your dream of becoming a professional mini golf champion. But seriously, you've got this. Thanks for watching.